For Team White, I've got Brian at center, Danny at point guard, Naomi at power forward, Kobe at shooting guard, and we've got Kano at small forward. Are you guys happy with this team? Yes or no?
Let's get it. We're about to get some dubs.
Okay. Are you okay with everybody's position?
Yeah. That works.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's roll.
On the other end, for Team Red, we've got Chris.
Up next, the Celtics taking on the Jazz. For Boston, they've been playing well. They've won 4 of their last 5. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Keontae George. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Williams. And it's Harkless in at the 2. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's the Beast. And there's Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Here we are in the middle of the season. And Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually 1 or 2 surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
Stops, pops. Utah with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Harkless. The pass to Kessler. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Boston. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Here's the Beast. Boston getting another chance here.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls. Both free throws good from the Beast.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Brown the pass to the Beast. Just 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Here's the Beast. He takes it in, and he goes in for the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. The Beast. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. That's now 8 points for the Beast.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
George with the bounce pass. Kessler against Porzingis. Launches it. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's the Beast. 8 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now look at Jason Tatum. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Celtics. That comes in for Pritchard.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Hart. No good. Jazz trail by 4. Williams passes to Collier. Out to Clarkson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Brown the pass to the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 12 points for the Beast.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Collier. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis at wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Hart kicks to Brown. Passes it to the Beast. Six to shoot. The 3. No good there. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
We know you all want that t-shirt, everyone. Let me hear you get loud.
Boston making some changes. Williams is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Drew Holiday in for the Beast. 1-4. With almost an entire new group. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Porzingis. Jaylen Brown comes in for Josh Hart. The Beast, he's checked in for White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Bowen. Lowry Marketing comes in for Williams. Harkless is checked in for Clarkson. And George is subbed in for Collier. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Williams. And it's the Beast. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the Boston Five. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Utah leading by 13. Harkless on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his third assist on the night. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Clippers was phenomenal. He scored 25 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. What stood out was his hustle. Work ethic was what really allowed him to make an impact. Kevin?
All right, David. Great. We'll see if tonight follows suit. I'm sure he's looking forward to the challenge.
I think he'll be ready. He's in a groove. The confidence is insane. Boy, it's a good place to be.
No doubt. He is locked in, seems so comfortable with where his game is at. Boy, has he been fun to watch.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Jazz leading by 15. Now here's Harkless. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's George. And Pritchard pulls it down. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. The Beast passes to Brown. The pass to Pritchard. Here's the Beast, defended by Harkless. Brown outside. Lets it go with the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Jazz have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. George comes up empty from 8 feet. Celtics trail by 14. Tatum at the elbow. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Harkless. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Great, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. The first half is now in the books. Jazz lead by 9.
With the score, the Celtics 43, the Jazz 52.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Lowry Marketing having a dominant impact in this game.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Walker Kessler is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Keontae George. Then it's Williams. And it's Harkless in at the shooting guard position. Here's the Beast. Lets it go from deep. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. The Beast's got the first bucket of the third here for Boston. Jazz leading by 6. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul
And the Jazz with possession here. Down low, here's Harkless. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harkless has got 12.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Kicks to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Markkanen against Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. Brown inside the line, and it's Boston with another.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
George passes to Kessler. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside for George. Williams for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. 6-point game. Brown the pass to the Beast. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's George, and it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Monday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Harkless the pass to Kessler. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Kessler.
And they're not having as much success from long range as they did in the first half.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated. And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, rise and fire. Keontae George in the catch and shoot.
To the inside. Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got 19 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Knocks it loose. George looking around. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Off target with his 3. Boston's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Outside Tatum. Here's the Beast. 19 points in the game. For the tie. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williams. Boston grabs the miss. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Pritchard. Here's the Beast. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Josh Hart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's wide in for Pritchard. The Jazz also changing it up. Bowen, he's checked in for Markkanen. Clarkson comes in for Harkless. And it's Collier in for George. And it's Collier missing. Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Hart, that's good.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Utah has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. The pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Clarkson. Tatum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to the Beast. For the lead. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his 2nd make since.
Here's Collier. He's got 8, and that's a foul called on the Beast.
Timeout, Utah.
Changes for Boston. Brown is checked in for Josh Hart. The Beast comes in for White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. And that one falls for Tatum. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Jaylen Brown, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. And it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker. Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's the Beast, defended by Harkless. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the Beast to tie it up. They get it back. No good that time. Jazz leading by 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Utah Jazz.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Now Brown. Passes to the Beast. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Williams gets the bucket. Celtics trail by 8. Now the pass to Brown. An easy 2 points on the way.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And here's George. On the wing, Markkanen. Guarded by Tatum. Williams' shot is off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Porzingis can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from the Beast.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Kessler against Porzingis. Here's Harkless. The Jazz with another miss. Boston is on ice cold for 3 and 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Tatum won't be denied.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands, yes, sir.
And George, here we go. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Utah calls timeout.
Jazz call timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle, and they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Pritchard passes to the Beast to take the lead. And another basket for Boston.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And Utah turns it over again.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
1:41 left in the game. Here's the Beast. Off target from three-point range. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Here's the dish to Markkanen. And again, unable to change momentum here. There's Tatum with the drive.
Man, you get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Jazz trail by 4. Outside, George. He kicks to Harkless. And there's the defensive 3-second call. In a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Harkless. And it's off from three-point range. The Celtics shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Money!
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
George up top. Kessler trying to get open. That shot off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to the Beast. So they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Here's Markkanen. They get the rebound. George way outside. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Keontae George from the next country over. That's how deep that thing was.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Harkless. There's the triple. From past the arc. The kick out to Williams. Tries a 3. Missed. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Look at this team. Look at this team.
Go.
We're looking good. We're looking good.
All right, here we go.
Knock it down.
Okay. First shot of the day. Okay.
Good shot right there.
Naomi not playing around.
First shot of the day.
Take that.
Shot,
Thank
boom.
you. Appreciate you.
Good shot.
Just push me every time, boom.
I got you. Oh, yeah, that's a walking bucket right.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Nicholas Claxton. He's out there with Williams. And it's Jeffries in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's the Beast in at the 2. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Tatum inside. Put on Claxton. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Here's Jeffries to the paint. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Now here's Brown. Tight defense on him. Pass to the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops it in from the low post. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Jeffries. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Thomas misses. Pass to the Beast. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Thomas picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Boston shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Number 67.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Jeffries. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Hansen takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Pritchard. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's the Beast. Takes one from 10 feet. And he knocks the jumper down. The Beast has got 6.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Thomas outside. Pass to Jeffries. Back to Thomas. Fires for 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Going inside, and the jam by Brown.
That was good defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
Nets trail by 4. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Jeffries. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's the Beast. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Good chance here for Thomas. Rebound Boston. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Claxton. Here's Jeffries. Back to Claxton. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Brown drives in. They kick it out to Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Here's Tatum. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Brushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long...
Here's Pippen. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Here's the Beast, coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
His defensive intensity made a huge difference. Just look at the 3 steals. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Brooklyn has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Jaylen Brown is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Hansen. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. Hansen's got 7 points.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. Here's the Beast. Thomas defends.
One move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Jazz just really lit up the floor. He scored 28 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. So when you look at all of that, it was obviously just a great night for him, playing with a ton of heart. Back to you guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Hart passes to the Beast. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Pass to the Beast. 5 on the clock. They get it again. Nets trail by 9. Here's Jeffries. The 3. Got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Pippen. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Pippen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Williams passes to Thomas. And the layup is good off the glass.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Boston leading by 9.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Count the basket. Hart's got his first 2 points of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Nets trail by 13. Pass to Jeffries. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, BA. I love New York. That's my favorite city.
First half now in the books. Celtics out in first half
with the score. The Celtics 62. The Nets 52.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for the Nets. Williams is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Jeffries in at the 1. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Thomas up top. It's stolen away. Blocked. Here's Jeffries. Pass to Hansen. Here's Jeffries. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Celtics lead by 10. Outside, Brown. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to the Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Nets trail by 12. Down low. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Fires from deep. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Tipped. And he recovers it. Thomas outside. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Brown passes to the Beast. From about 19. Brown, no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, sometimes.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Pippen, he's checked in for Boston. Free throw good. Thomas. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
The Beast passes to Brown. Here's the Beast. Launches it, and the 3-pointer goes. The Beast has got 8 here in this quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Jeffries, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Brooklyn shooting. Nets trail by 18. Josh Hart is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in a 2-guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of creating even more here in the second.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Here's Forte. Thomas outside. The ball's knocked loose. Here's the Beast. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Pass to Jeffries. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Forte. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the Beast. Thomas defends. From 7 feet. Rebounded by the Nets. Thomas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Brown against Thomas. Pass to the Beast. Three-pointer. Boston again missing.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
Forte's shot is off.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in a perfect position to alter that shot. He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. With RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Pass to Jeffries. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's the Beast. Good on the shot. The Beast has got 13 in the second half. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Another steal. Right side Brown. Puts up a 3. Williams grabs the board. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Here's Forte. Gets the 3 to fall.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting. He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Brown passes to Tatum. Here's the Beast. From 13 feet, down it goes. The Beast has got 27 points. Nets trail by 21. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Tatum looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's the Beast. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. The Beast has got 17 points here in the second half. Brooklyn has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Into the lane. Can't hit that one.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
2 minutes.
Here's Jeffries, defended by Brown. Here's Forte, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Celtics lead by 21. Pass to the Beast. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
It's Thomas on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Beast.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
Boston foul. Peyton Pritchard. Second personal
The first
foul.
free throw is good. Some
Team
changes
foul.
for Boston. Williams is checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Dunn comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pippen in for Pritchard. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's the Beast. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Forte. Here's Claxton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
That one on Tatum.
Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Pippen. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's the Beast. Williams defending. To the right side. Pass to the Beast. Clock at 6. The 3. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Good half, team.
Great half. Great half.
Let's go. Let's go. Danny, hey, you going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Danny going crazy right now.
Danny.
Yeah.
It's the team vibe. The team vibe is good.
Oh, I see you, Danny.
Let's go, Chris.
No way.
No, sir.
Crazy. Tremendous.
The snatch block.
Where the foul at?
Where the help on
Post
that
defense
corner?
is incredible.
Yeah, good pass.
Play ball.
To the wing.
Yeah.
For three.
We get it back. We get it back. We get it back. We get it back. Oh, thank you.
I'll switch you.
Yeah, I'll
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Prosper in at the 4. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Now, here's Washington. After the miss from the Beast, Thompson outside. Kept alive. Lively. The kick out to Irving. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Jacks up a 3, and there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now, he's a knockdown threat.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Pass to Thompson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Here's the Beast. He had 37 points last game out. "13 feet away. The Mavericks pull it in. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's the Beast. The Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Irving with the bounce pass. Passes it to Lively. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside Irving. And he makes good on the layup.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
The Celtics with the lead. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does
certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Klay Thompson. For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Number 67 at the line for
and he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Irving with it. Now guarded by the Beast. And it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 5.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Prosper. Dallas is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Unloads from 9. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that amount with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender. You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Whitey's checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Haji Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. There's the pass to the Beast. He kicks it to Tatum. Here's the Beast. And good. They bounce off the right side of the rim. 6 points for the Beast.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Here's the Beast. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so it's Boston with it after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Here's the Beast. He has 6.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Porzingis against Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Here's Prosper. Pass to Hardy. Puts up a 3. Second chance shot. From outside the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Here's Marshall. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket is good.
Well, Tatum has so many tricks and so many ways he can try and beat him.
The Mavericks trailing. Thompson outside. Here's Prosper. Guarded by Tatum. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Hits it from 3-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum. A wing who can score in so many different ways.
Another 3 for Dallas.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Tatum looking around. Beats the buzzer!
That's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
Ray Thompson. Some good action already in this one. Going with almost an entire new group here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. The Beast, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Derek White subbed in for Pippen. Here's the Beast. He has 6. Fires it up. And another miss by Boston.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Derek Lively. He is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Nets played superb basketball. He added 37 points, and he was a force on defense. Came up with a lot of steals. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result.
Guys, thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Boston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. On the wing, Brown. Passes it to the Beast. Hart with it on the wing, Brown. Rebound by Marshall. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Up the floor. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Brown pulls it down hard.
Way above the rim. Feeling it.
1:03 left to play in the first half. And here's Harden. His last outing, he had 24 points. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's the Beast. It's Brown on the wing. And the shot goes down. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
Thompson for 3. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. From deep, the Beast can't hit.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Dallas, Hardy.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Mavericks foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Celtics 47. The Mavericks 45.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's the Beast. Then there's Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings? with not a lot of hope for the regular season.
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Out to Thompson for the lead. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown with it. He has 7. Tatum down low. He's covered by Thompson. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for him.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the best of the Beast. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Yep, it counts. Mavericks leading by 3. Now Irving. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
There's the drive. The Beast can't hit.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Up top, Washington. He's covered by Brown. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's the Beast, lively defending. The Beast passes to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Thompson. Shots good by the Beast.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Inside, here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on the season.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Williams. Josh Hart comes in for Brown. Derek White's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's the Beast in for Pritchard. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Gafford finds Edwards. Here's Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Tatum against Edwards. Throws it down, JT!
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
White against Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he sinks the second.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Here's the Beast. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's down. Sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 3. Porzingis finds Hart. White left side. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Thompson. The Beast. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game. 14 feet away. And the shot is long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Hart the pass to Porzingis. Kicks it to Tatum. Not 3 off the mark.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Marshall. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porzingis king it over. Dishes it to White. Good. 8 points for Derek White.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Play through the contact and score.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jalen.
Substitution on the court.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis can't hit. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's the Beast. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Here's Irving. Nice D from Porzingis.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here is Irving. Over to the wing. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Pressure gets to some people, bothers them, but not Washington. Tremendous concentration in that big moment.
Here's Pritchard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the Mavericks call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Osborne's checked in. That's Thompson in for Marshall.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Got a piece of it. And the shot is good. The Maverick Blues been cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Brown.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Dallas shooting in this game 45%. Irving looking over the floor. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Here's the Beast. Oh, and they take the lead. The Beast's got 9 points now in just the second hit. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Irving passes to Lively. And the layup's good off the glass. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Up top, Brown. He's covered by Washington. Here's the Beast. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Prosper. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum. Pass to the Beast. Fires from deep. Laces one from 3.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Thompson outside. Launches a 3. No good from 3-point territory. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, if he misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
You've got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. A shot, no good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Or what had to be done, and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking